So as soon as I start stirring, bow, the consistency changed totally how I wanted it to be. And I was like, okay, so now I'm gonna have to take this whisk out because it's too thick to stir with a whisk. I need a spoon. So I went ahead and grabbed the spoon that I was using, and you see it's just, oh, it's so thick, and I was so happy with it. So I was like, let me go ahead and take this out. It's time to get the spoon. So as I said, I came in with the spoon and I was able to scrape out the corners better with it. And I know it looks like I'm stirring this very roughly, but I promise you I'm not. It's just the way I'm moving my hand to get in everywhere. So yeah, I was very pleased with how this product had came out. Yeah, I'm gonna just let it go with how it's going. Look at the consistency, how it just sets on top and then slowly goes back into it. I was so in love with that part. I just had to come back on here. Look at it. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so happy with how this product turned out. I hope that y'all come and purchase and test out my products because not only do I have this will be added onto my website on the 20th. By the time this video is out, it will already be posted onto my website. So come get you some. And also I have a Juneteenth sale that's going on, so you do not want to miss it. It will last until the 18th. So come and shop. The coupon code is Juneteenth, of course. Okay, so right here I'm starting to tear and get my scale ready to tear out so I can go ahead and start adding in my honey. As I told you, I'm not using the fragrance oil or the colorant. I just want to keep this as organic as possible. So I went in with some honey, and baby, let me tell you, when I started mixing all this together, the smell, the aroma just lit up the room, and I was so in love with the product. So right here, I started to mix in the honey, and this is when I just absolutely fell in love with this product. I was so happy with how it turned out, the way it smelled. It gives you that earthly smell, and I'm so happy I didn't add no colorant to it, and I'm so happy I didn't add no fragrance oil to it. So I think this is the only way I'm going to sell my sugar scrubs, and I'm also going to have a turmeric sugar scrub, but I'm not going to use no fragrance oils. I'll use essential oils because they're organic. But as far as other fragrances, no. And no colorants, I am completely satisfied with how this is. So right here, I went ahead and start getting my scale ready for me to start filling up my containers. And yes, my jars are black. I love it. It just gives me that earthy thing. I just don't know what it is about it, but I'm so in love with my container. So I went ahead and waited with the lid on and with the lid off so I can know the difference. You need to know this information when it comes to shipping your product. So I measured it with it on and I measured it with it off, and I wrote both of them down. So I don't know if y'all could see that, but I almost lost my spoon in my batter. Like, look at that. I said batter. I might as well. But yes, I almost lost my spoon in my product. I'm so happy I caught it when I did. So right here, I went ahead and decided I'm going to see how much product I can fit into the jar. So if I wanted to give more or less, I can know the maximum I could fit in there. And I think I almost got almost 12 ounces in this 8-ounce jar. So I was completely happy with that. But I did not want to have that much in there. So I went ahead and filled it all the way up and then took it down. And now it's only 10 ounces in there. So this is it's an 8-ounce jar, but it fits 10 ounces of my product in there. This is when I started scooping out all the excess product until I got it down to 10 ounces because it had 12 ounces in there, and I was so happy with how much was in there, but I wanted to make sure that this client had enough room to mix it because I know you're going to have to mix it before you can use it. So I was like, yeah, let me leave some room in there because I just know. And you don't want it to be too full because in shipping, it does have a thing where it will leak open or break the seal. So I didn't want that to happen. So I was like, okay, I'm satisfied with 10 ounces being in there. This is a close-up of what the product looked like, and I'm so in love with it. It is liquidy right now, but it is going to set up, and I will insert a 24-hour difference in the end of this video. So right here is my second jar, filling it up, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep it at the 10 ounces because I don't want to have to do the same thing I did to the last jar. So yes, these will be officially 10 ounces of product. So right here, I'm cleaning the edge because it was just dripping all over the place. I know you can see it all over the scale, and I was just like, oh no, you can't do that to me. So here is the both of them, and I'm just like jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. But yes, the product is so beautiful, and I'm super duper ecstatic for y'all to be able to try this product. So right there, I realized that I have it all over my fingers. So it's time for the demonstration part. So I was like, let me get out these gloves and let me move everything out of my way so I can go on ahead and get everything that I need. And I had to run and get a bowl also, but I was like, let me close up the sugar. Let me move everything over so I didn't get no water on it or any excess sugar off my hand on it. So, as I said, I went and grabbed a bowl of lukewarm water just for me to do a demonstration. I dipped my hand in there. I got my other hand wet because I was like, well, it's water activated, so I need to get one hand wet at least. And I got a big old chunk of it. I was just so in love with the product. You necessarily don't need that much, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that much because I want to feel it all over my hand. So right here, it automatically started foaming up, and I was just like, oh, I was looking at it in awe, like, oh my gosh, I made this. Like, how beautiful is this product? So I put a little bit more water on my hand, and as you seen, the water went kind of like a milky color, and it started having foam in it, and I was like, ooh, this will be beautiful for a milk bath. I'm just playing, but yes, it already started foaming up, and I was just like, look at that. Look at that. Do you see that? That is so beautiful. And I was like, hold on, wait, I'm gonna have to do another demonstration because I'm not satisfied with this one. So of course I went and I did a second demonstration, and here's the second demonstration right here. I was like, hold on, wait, one moment, let me do this again. So yes, I used the same water. I wet my hand, I put it on there, and I was just like, it felt so good on my skin. It left my skin feeling so hydrated and just so beautiful. And if you look right here, you already see the foam starting to build up. And I was just like, oh, I hope y'all could see this, because I didn't know if I was in the camera or if I was out, but I just started focusing on my hands at this point. Okay, so I wanted to show you what it was like in the container that I demonstrated out of. I was super excited about this part because I was like, okay, well, it's the last bit of the video. So I went ahead and showed you how much was left. And I'm going to put this into a jar for the household to use. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.